All right, time now to welcome the Jamaican-born, New York-raised, Vegas-lived, now Dallas transplant, UFC middleweight fighter Uriah Hall to the show. Uriah, man, how you doing?
Everything Iron man. Everything Chris man. Love the weather, beautiful. Lots of pretty white girls. Everything nice, man. Irie.
Oh, I like that. That's cool. I get the Jamaican accent over here. Okay, a little Shabba
Yeah.
Ranks.
Shabba. Yeah, they made me stop talking like that because my white friends are like, I'm sorry, bro. I have no idea what you're saying. So.
Well, needless to say, your black friends don't either, because I don't speak Jamaican.
Yeah, they were the first. But the white ones, they were like, yeah, bro, we really can't understand you. At least the black ones were trying to figure stuff out. White ones like, bro, I'm just going to nod and do this.
I got you. I got you. So, hey, man, obviously you're training for a fight for UFC 249, allegedly. I mean, what have they told you about whether or not you're actually going to fight in UFC 249 or how that thing is going, where it's going to be, all that good stuff?
Man, where do I even start what's going on, First of all, they closed all the gyms. So now it's like ninja training, it's like Rocky stuff, It's like locking yourself in the gym and, becoming isolated. As far as everything, I don't have the full disclosure on it. For all I know, I'm still fighting. All the events are canceled before my event. Dana somehow knows something I don't because he's swear up and down, we're going to fight. I'm like, yeah, I'm down. And I'm like, wait, where? So it is what it is, and we're still training. It's kind of a weird thing to explain, but it's a weird grit. It's like with the gyms being closed, with not everything being as structured, with what's going on with the coronavirus, with everyone. Man, you can't even cough no more, dude. Like literally, you cough, you better like act like it's a song you're trying to sing. So it's just a different environment. There's less people on the road. And then on top of that, you're stressed out because you can't get a certain formidable training regimen that you're used to. So it's just staying motivated and staying positive, and I think surrounding yourself with the right mindset and people. But one of the main things I've done is I've accepted what's happening, and I think a lot of people haven't accepted it. So.
I got you. Yeah, I was going to ask about the whole training deal. Like, I'm assuming you usually bring in training partners. Is that something that you usually do, but you're probably not allowed to do that this time through?
Not necessarily. I mean, the gym that I've been training at 47 MMA, we have a lot of good guys there. Jeff Neal is one of the best, Ryan, and a bunch of other people. But, I work with those two guys a lot. Haven't seen them in a while. I had to kind of change it up a little bit and just, like I said, do some ninja stuff, working under the coaches personally. But again, the game, the mindset is the same. We still have the goal and we're still going towards it until Dana pulled the plug. We're still training as if we have a fight.
I got you. I got you. I would. You've kind of alluded to it a little bit, but how has the whole coronavirus pandemic outbreak affected Dallas, where you're living, and what it looks like there?
Man, I try not to watch the news too much, but I know in a lot of places. I know New York, which is home. Everything is shut down over there. My family, they're good. My sister's a doctor. Man, she showed me a picture the other day, and I'm like, Jesus Christ! And I don't think people realize how serious this is. It's really serious, man. And you got people out there partying, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? And they're saying, well, if you're 5'8", you won't get it. If you're old and you're dying, it will attack you. And then there's Italy. I don't know if you've seen stuff about Italy,
I have.
but again, in the midst of all this mass, the first thing that I've learned, and I learned this from my mom, is one, you got to stay calm, and two, you have to educate yourself. And if you're not educating yourself properly, then you're misguided by false news or weird news or news that don't make no sense, or news that just makes you go crazy. Especially the media, they are loving this right now. They are milking the shit out of this.
The
So
evil
it's how
media.
you take it, and I'm listening to the governor. He's saying like, stay away from people and stuff, and close all the gym and don't be in a room with too many people. I get the basics, but I don't think a lot of people are really paying attention to it. I don't know if you've seen that movie I Am Legend, but yeah.
Yes, of course. Of course.
So
Okay, so you're kind of liking it to I Am Legend. Actually, that's one thing
I
that
wouldn't say like.
it's not like
I'm
that.
adjusting.
Okay, okay. You'll be like Will Smith talking to dummies here soon.
Yeah, man. Call me that one more time. Yeah, I'm just adjusting to it, man. It's all you can do, like what can I give my power to? Like what can I control? And the things that are out of my control, I don't lose control. So it's kind of a blessing in disguise, man. If you pay attention to it, it's weird. Yeah, it's happening, but how much can I do to not affect globally, or hurting someone else? I can stay away from people. I can stay clean. I can follow, most of the rules and stuff like that. Still got to train. I'm not putting people to harm's length, but what can I do? So it's just paying attention, educating yourself,
I got you.
and
So,
not freaking out.
and not freaking out, yes. No panic. Definitely no
No panic.
panic. Did you get a chance to watch the fight night down in Brazil when, the UFC had a card with absolutely no fans in the arena?
Last one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw like maybe one or two fight. If I can be honest with you, man, I barely watch fights.
That makes
It's kind
sense.
of weird to say. It's like if I'm not in the world of doing it, I don't want to do it because I know what it takes. I know the mindset, and you got to get angry, and I don't like you, and screw you on your mom. So I get all that. I'm just like, once I'm out of it, I'm just doing me. Like people like, hey, do you know this fighter? And I'm like, who? And they're like, how do you not know this fighter? I'm like, motherfucker, I don't give a fuck. Like I got shit to do.
I
You
get
mad I
it.
don't like Starbucks either? Like,
No, that
come
makes
on.
sense. A lot of basketball players and football players, a lot of times when they're not playing, they try to get away from the game. So I can get why you're not completely enthralled in fighting
Yeah. It's
24/7.
like I'm a regular human being, man.
I got you.
Like, what did I see the other day? I was listening to the news, and they were saying, "Oh my God, dude, I wanted to choke this guy out." He said that they saw Angelina Jolie. Listen to this. They saw Angelina Jolie going to the grocery store and buying her own food, and I'm like, "Yeah," and like, "Oh my God, she's just like us." This
Yeah.
is what this guy said, and I'm like, "Some people are just need to be unplugged." Like,
Was this
what do you mean
TMZ?
she's just like us?
Of
What?
course you do. It's TMZ or something. Yeah, that's definitely not news. And you shouldn't be
What?
watching that.
She's just like us. Celebrities are just like us. Yeah, motherfucker, it's called the same air. Like, what is wrong with you?
That is
I
pretty
swear to
odd.
God,
It
man.
is very odd. So, what can you tell me about this Ronaldo Souza? Is it Souza?
Jacare, yeah, Jacare. They call him the alligator because I guess he takes you into deep waters, and I don't know if you hang out with alligators, but the motherfucker's scary. However, I'm like a cheetah, man. I'm fast. You got to catch me. But Jacare, I got nothing bad to say about the dude. He's such a humble, nice guy. I actually met him years ago in Brazil. I forgot where in Brazil because I was scheduled to fight Anderson, and that didn't happen. And I remember meeting him at a sushi bar, and he was like, "Hey, welcome to my country." And he was a nice guy. And every
That's
time
cool.
we ever passed each other, we've shared conversations. Like, "Hey, man, how are you? Everything's good." So it's just business at the end of the day, and it's your classic matchup: striker versus grappler. I don't know
Yeah.
why they're sending all these grapplers, man. Like, I don't like fighting grapplers. They're boring. It's like I don't want to hug you, bro. Let's fight. But that's the interesting thing about MMA. You never know what's going to happen, and you've seen people getting their ass whooped, and all of a sudden you're like, wait, what? So it's a very interesting matchup. Nothing bad to say about him. He's a stud, one of the best in the world when it comes to jiu-jitsu. So we're not undermining his game, but at the same time, we're not taking away from our attributes and our strength. It's a fight. He's gonna show up to fight. I'm gonna show up to fight, and
Gotcha.
I'm excited about it.
Okay, okay. Now I hate to even ask you this, just because it's a downer, the Debbie Downer question. But
Go for it.
did you hear the news today about someone that you know somewhat well, Jon Jones, getting arrested again down in
Oh,
New
you did? Oh,
Mexico?
yeah, I saw that. What
Yeah,
was it again? DUI and
he had some guns that he wasn't supposed to have, I think. But I mean, for someone
yeah.
that's so talented, it seems like he has like the world at his fingertips, especially in the UFC. Is it, I guess, kind of sad to see another fighter, another person, someone that you somewhat know, going through something like that?
Well, here's the thing. He's like all of us. He's like everybody. It's just the fact that who he is makes it interesting. If I go on Twitter and call someone a faggot, I'm a bad guy all of a sudden to the gay community. But if a regular dude does it, it's okay, which is it's weird. So being that he's in the spotlight, yeah, he's gonna have that. I mean, yeah, we make mistakes and all that stuff, and Shit happens, man. Maybe the dude felt all nice, like, oh man, no one's on the road. Let me have a drink, and maybe he had guns in his car because he felt safe. I don't know, but I think and I'm not trying to just defend him. I'm trying to look at it from other perspective because shit happens. I mean, please tell me someone on this planet that's perfect. Just because everyone got their shit in the closet and it's not come out yet, and someone doing something and the camera is constantly on them, and the media loves that attention. Shit happens. I'm not gonna jump on a bandwagon to say screw this guy. I'm gonna say the human being. Shit happens, and regardless if he keeps fucking up, that's him. Shit happens. If I keep fucking up, people gonna say the same thing. I'm sure if you keep messing up, same thing. So
Yeah,
shit
I'd be out of a
happens.
job.
I'm
That's
not
for
hating.
sure.
I wish him well, and if he has guns that no one knows about, maybe some shit's about to pop up that we don't know about, and he's like, "Yo, I need to strap up." So what? It's gun without a license. Now they're making that a big deal. But the DUI, shit, hasn't drank and drive yet? Not that it's a good thing, but shit happens, man. Let's not focus so much and be like, "Oh, Jon Jones, how could you again?" Fuck you. You fucking perfect. Like, get the fuck out of here with that.
See,
Shit
there we
happens,
go.
man.
There we go. Well,
It
I'm
happens,
I'm
dude. Like,
definitely
leave him
not one of the
alone.
people that hates Jon Jones or what he's going through. I hate to see him
Jon
go.
Jones. And people are just hitting him when he's down, like, why are we hitting someone when they're down, man? The only person I stay away from that. As you can see, I get irritated. Not by the question or anything. It's just it's just negative affirmation that's not needed. Especially at a time like this. It's positive. We need positivity, man. Like, I'll be fucking stressed out too. Why not have a fucking drink and do something? Not like I'm gonna do it, but it happens. Why are we making such a big deal? Like, it's not supposed to happen. Really?
See, well,
Like, come
I
on.
I get it from a few perspectives. Yet, as far as that's not something I prefer to talk about. I figured I'd ask you because I know you're on the Ultimate Fighter, and he was he your coach or
Yeah.
the coach to the opposition? He was.
I saw him the other a couple months ago.
Uh,
Yeah, I stopped in Albuquerque. I actually stopped in Albuquerque because I was driving from Vegas. Jesus, California. I would never do that shit again. Jesus,
I've done
it's like
that drive probably
23
like three
hours.
times. It's terrible.
Oh, and when you get to Texas, it's
It's terrible.
just nothing.
The
And there
10.
was a town. I'm not gonna lie. I felt scared when I passed this town. I was like, I don't belong here. I should get the hell out. But on my way, I noticed I was stopping in Albuquerque, and I hit him up. I'm like, "Yo, Jones, I'm passing in town, man. Can I crash at the crib?" He's like, "Yeah, dude. I got my guest house." And then turns out his guest house was all like messed up or whatever. I'm like, "Oh, don't even worry about it." He's like, "Bro, I feel sorry about it, man. Let's train in the morning." I'm like, "All right, I'll get a room." He's like, "Yeah, hit me up. Let's train in the morning." The morning comes, he hit me up. You coming? I got down there. I think it was Jackson Wink, and we sparred together. First of all, Jones is a dangerous dude. I never stood in front of him. Now I know why people are like, "Oh shit!" And we sparred. We had a great time. Didn't hurt me. Didn't beat me up. We actually had fun. I sparred some of the guys there, so I didn't have really a bad experience. And he was cool, and I thanked him. Went on my merry way.
That's dope. That's dope. That's
Yeah,
cool.
he's a cool dude, man.
That's cool. I had nothing but good experiences with him. I actually
I've
covered
had
his
nothing but
brother
good
in
experience
New
too.
England when he played for the Patriots. I worked in Boston for a while and covered Chandler. And Chandler was like one of my favorite dudes. So the family, from my perspective, I've always been good with them.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. I hear that you do a really good Eddie Murphy. And I know that Coming to America, they got Coming to America 2 is
Ah,
coming out, man. Have you been brushing up on your Eddie
who
Murphy?
told you that?
I know
Yeah,
things.
I've been trying to get on Coming to America too, like the second one.
They finished it
I mean,
already.
hopefully. No,
Yes, it's already done.
damn. There goes my shot. Well, there's always part three. um, no, the funny thing is the way this started. Uh, the Ultimate Fighter, when I tried out, Gilbert Smith was the one that made me do this. The Ultimate Fighter, season 17. When I got to Vegas, I bought a one-way ticket, and I remember in the hallway, and there was like maybe over 800 people,
Wow.
and uh, we had to do the interview, and the interview was like the hardest part. Apparently, I didn't know that, and we did the punching, the kicks, and at some point we were talking, and I must have said something, and then Gilbert Smith was like, "Yo, you should do it." I'm like, "No, dude, this is the interview. I don't want to blow my chance." He's like, "Bro, they love personality." I'm like, "I don't know, man." He's like, "You trust me. You need to go in there and pretend you're like fresh off the boat." I'm like, "All right." And I was thinking about it, and I remember the door opened up, and I had my Eddie Murphy smile. I was like this, like fresh off the boat, Eddie Murphy, man. And I walked in, and it was like 5 of them or 8 of them or whatever. And I sat down. They're like, Mr. Hall? I was like, yes. And I kept nodding, and I had my big smile. And they were like, so tell us about yourself. And I was like, well, I am here to win the show. I am going to beat everyone.
That is terrible.
And I kept going for like 5 minutes. And I could see them trying to crack up laughing underneath their breath, and they asked me another question, and I just kind of went back to my normal stuff. And they're like, "Oh my God, that's not your voice."
They thought that was really you.
Kidding around.
Oh, that's great.
And they were like, "Oh my God, we love you. We want you to be in character." So Gilbert Smith was the one to made me know I had a talent.
All right, there you go. Straight from Zamunda to the Ultimate Fighter.
I am the king of Zamunda. I am here today to make sure I take a queen home. Oh my God, I terrorize white people when I talk like that sometimes. I walk around New York, I'm like, yes, I am new here. I want to find the biggest building in the city.
See, you doing that okay. In New York City, though, there are people that actually sound like that in New York City.
Yeah, I know. So, my friends are cracking up. They're like, dude, you're an idiot.
That is you are a nut for that one. You are definitely a nut for that.
Oh, when Francis is around, if you ever catch me and Francis Ngannou around.
Because, I just interviewed Francis 3 days ago.
So you did?
Yes.
So you know how he talks,
yes.
Right?
Yes.
So every time I go up to him, I'm like, hey, my brother, how are you? And he was like, why do you talk like this? I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, you don't sound like this. I'm like, no, you do not know that, okay? You don't know where I'm from. He's like, I know where you are from. You are not from my place. And we're like arguing with the accent, bro. It's so hilarious, bro.
That actually is
you ever
very
catch
funny.
Us both?
That is funny. However, I would not mock Francis Ngannou. I'll let you do that. I will not do that.
No, I get away with it.
Yes, you can get away with that.
Get away with it.
The man from Cameroon. He's a good dude, though. He's a funny dude, but that accent is strong.
He's doing a lot, man, for his community. I don't know if he told you about that.
No, I talked to him about that, setting up the gym in Cameroon.
And, me and him, because I have like a bunch of suitcases of stuff I don't want, so every time I give him suitcases and he gives them back home to Africa and stuff like that. So he's like my big younger brother. Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, okay.
He's a cool dude.
All right. I guess lastly would be for me is if they end up having this fight, is there anywhere in particular that you would like to go? I mean, I would imagine that they're going to have it somewhere outside of the country. I can't imagine. I'm thinking maybe Abu Dhabi. I don't know where the heck they're going to go in order to try to have this.
My guess is Abu Dhabi, because I spoke to a couple of my buddies over there, and they're like, bro, y'all in quarantine? I'm like, wait, what? Y'all outside working out and shit? And they're like, yeah, bro, you coming? I'm like, well, maybe. So my guess is it's going to be Abu Dhabi, because I know Khabib, his Ramadan starts the 23rd, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
I think so. So this fight's supposed to happen. And Dana, again, this motherfucker knows something I don't. But my guess is going to be Abu Dhabi.
Okay.
Hopefully, because fights should be cheap. So that first class should be nice.
There we go. My guy, Uriah Hall, he's going to give me fits with this bleep button that I'm going to have to use when I edit this material.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, my God. I didn't know. My bad, bro.
It's all good.
Damn, I'm so sorry.
Nah.